Good afternoon, my name is Daniela Rivera and I will be doing my presentation today on the sloth. And now, the sloth is considered to be an endangered species because of human activity. And while I was doing my research on sloths, I happened to find the Sloth Conservation Foundation, which is where I obtain most of my information from. And this is a foundation set up by scientists whose purpose is to elevate the population of sloths in their native home of Costa Rica. On their website, one of their quotes that stuck with me is this one here that states how they're saving the planet's slowest mammal in a quickly changing world. And I will further delve into the foundation and its purpose as I go through my presentation as well. Now, sloths rose to fame when actress Kristen Bell posted a video of herself emotionally yet hysterically crying because she was about to meet a sloth for the first time in person. And how could she not be? Aside from being these cute, funny creatures, they're also extremely unique. For starters, they're not labeled the slowest mammal on Earth for nothing. Sloths spend most of their time hanging and sleeping from the canopies of trees in the rainforest. A sloth's metabolism is so slow that it can take up to 30 days to digest just one single leaf. Sloths are also slow in the sense that they only defecate once a week. So they'll come down from the tops of the trees to the ground because they can only defecate on the ground. And they are known to possibly lose up to a third of their own weight just by defecation. Now, sloths are divided into two families, the two-fingered sloth as well as the three-fingered sloth. Under the three-fingered sloth we have four different species. You can find the brown-throated sloth, the pygmy sloth, the pale-throated sloth, and the maned sloth. Now, two-fingered sloths are actually bigger than three-fingered sloths, but nonetheless, they still share the same unique characteristics. One characteristic that's unique to sloths is that not only are they great at climbing, but they're also really good swimmers. Their long arms and necks allow them to gracefully glide through the water, where they can find water or defecate. Another interesting, unique thing about sloths is that they're actually similar to poikiloderms. They rely on behavioral methods of thermal regulation. And so, another super unique thing that I found about sloths is that they form symbiotic relationships with fungi and bacteria. Now, these fungi and bacteria will grow on this sloth's hair since they don't really bathe much. And so, as you can see, this little creature right here has some green on its fur, and so the sloth provides a home for fungi and bacteria, while the bacteria and the fungi help give the sloth its greenish color, which can help it camouflage throughout the treetops, making it harder for predators to attack the sloth. A single sloth can actually be a host for up to 950 moths and beetles within its fur. And the sloth pays no attention to these creatures, since they live symbiotically. Another super interesting thing is that some species of fungi living along sloth fur have been found to be active against certain strains of bacteria, cancer, and parasites. So that's something that's extremely important about sloths. It's that even though they may seem like they're not such an important creature, just this symbiotic relationship alone that they share can definitely be really beneficial for mankind. Now, sloths are actually the descendants of giant sloths. So 10,000 years ago, sloths roamed the North American and South American areas, and they were up to 20 feet tall. And sure enough, Slow and Steady did win the race. And although they're not 20 feet tall anymore, they're still amazing, cute little creatures. Now, along my research, I learned about Dr. Rebecca Cliff, which is actually the director of the foundation, which aims to bring back up the population of sloths as well as bring awareness to their declining population. Now, it is said that sloths and humans have to learn how to symbiotically live within an atmosphere, since human activity is the main reason why sloths are declining in numbers. One of the reasons is that the deforestation which humans have caused. So sloths are losing their habitats faster each day. And sloths rely heavily on the canopies of trees since that's where they hang from. And so as we can see here, overpopulation of humans and further moving into these creatures' habitats forces them to cross along roads, which can be very dangerous since a lot of sloths since they are so slow, can actually be run over. So here we can see how again the deforestation is one of the main issues. Another issues are power lines. And so as more and more humans move into the habitats of these creatures and we set up our infrastructure, sloths don't know the difference between a branch and a power line. And a lot of times what happens is that sloths will cling on to power lines and electrocute themselves to death, which is another reason why their population is declining, as well as something that has to do with our pets. And so dogs in Costa Rica have been found to be also one of the major leading issues against sloths. A lot of stray dogs will actually attack sloths while they're on the ground or while they're climbing up trees and will actually attack them to death. And so one of the things that the Sloth Conservation Foundation founded was the sterilization of dogs, since a lot of dogs are out there without being neutered. And so one of their goals is that they try to catch as many animals as they can and neuter them so that the wild dog population decreases, and also less street dogs means the safer the sloths can be. And so as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Sloth Conservation Foundation. And so this foundation actually offers a program in which you can adopt a sloth. And so the foundation will send its donors an image of the sloth that they have adopted, and with the money that they send, they will provide updates on the creature to its donors and an update as well. And so if you're interested in adopting a sloth, you can visit the Sloth Conservation Foundation website, and you can go ahead and, as you can see in the image here, you can help adopt a friendly sloth such as Bojangles, and there are plenty other cute, adorable sloths which you can help. And so this concludes my presentation for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that this information, as well as the unique facts about sloths, can help inform others on the importance of these creatures and why we should help them and aid them back to health so that their population increases and they are no longer considered endangered species. Thank you and have a good rest of your day.